Hey guys, welcome to the 154th C# tutorial that I'm making for the new Boston, and in this tutorial we're going to begin our third project, and we're going to be making a hangman program, or a hangman game. And while the concept behind it is rather simple, it's going to take us a lot of tutorials to do this. I'm not exactly sure how many, maybe like 5 or 6 I'm hoping, but we'll see. And the reason it's going to be so hard is we're going to be drawing everything. We're going to be drawing the hangman, and well, for the letters and stuff, we're going to actually be creating labels with code. We're not going to be like adding labels. So, in this tutorial, all we're going to be doing really is creating the user interface, so there's not going to be really any coding. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is just get a group box and just move it towards the left of your form. And this is going to be where our hangman is. So you could change the text of this to say hangman, but I'm just going to delete all the text because I think that looks better, but it doesn't really matter. This is your program. And we're going to have 2 more group boxes, so you can just copy and paste this one and then just resize it. And inside of here is where the word will be displayed, or where you can where the underscores will be displayed for your word. And we'll also have a label in here telling you how long the word is. And then in the final group box is where we're going to have the guessing. So this is where you can type in a character to check to see if it's inside of the word, and you can also guess the entire word. Alright, so inside of this panel, like I said, is where the hangman is actually going to be. And we're going to be drawing the hangman. So we're going to need a surface to draw on, so I'm just going to get a panel and just drag it on in there, and then resize it so that it's like approximately just in there. And then you can click this little triangle here and select dock and parent container, and that will basically just fill the entire group box with a panel. And with these dotted lines around it, that just means that the panel will be invisible, so when we debug we won't be able to see them. If you want, you can make the panel so that it has a border style of like fixed single, so there's like a black line around it, but I'm just going to make it none so you can't see it. Alright, so like I said, inside of this group box is where you'll be able to choose a character or an entire word, guess the entire word. So you're just going to want to have a button for submit letter, and then you're going to want to have another button for submit word, and submit word. Alright, and I'm actually going to make this a little bit higher up here, and same with this, so we can have these buttons be on the same line. Alright, so submit letter, and then submit word. Alright, so I'm just going to have a text box for where you can enter the letter, so just drag a text box over from your toolbox to your form. And I'm going to make this text box small because you're only going to be able to enter one letter in here. And on the first, I think actually the second tutorial, we learned that if you hold Alt, you can move the control or resize it. You can make very minor changes to it, so I just did that to make this smaller like that. Alright, and then I'm just going to move this button right up against it there. And then for this text box, we're going to make the maximum length only 1, so you can only type 1 letter in there. And right next to this submit word button, we are going to have a text box where you can submit the entire word. I'm just going to say text box right after that, and I guess that's actually a perfect length. Alright, and the maximum length for this we're going to leave alone because we're actually going to change it with code when a word is selected. Alright, and we only have really a few more things to do. We're just going to want to add another label here inside of this group box, and this is just going to say how long the word is, like how many letters long it is. So we're just going to say word length, and then I'll just put a colon after it, and we'll edit that later with code. And then I'm just holding Alt right now to move it slightly so it looks better. Alright, and the final thing that we're going to do is change the text of the form so it doesn't say form 1. So just select your form and change the text of it. Since we're making a hangman game, I'm just going to say hangman right here, and then just put a dash and then put your name after it. So I'm just going to put Adam, but you don't have to do that. And a couple more things here. We're just going to make it so you can't resize the form, because if you were to debug right now, and resize it. That just looks stupid, making it like that big, or being able to maximize it. So we're going to make it so you can't do either of those. So we're just going to go down to maximize box and just change that to false, and change the form border style to fixed 3D. Or, I don't know, any one of these will work, fixed dialog or anything. So I guess fixed single is better. Alright, so that's it for this tutorial on creating the user interface for our Hangman game. In the next tutorial, we're going to get into drawing the Hangman. So, see you guys.